Hi everyone, this is Behind the Records and my name is Daniele Ippolito. Today we talk about El Mirage by Jimmy Webb. But before we go, don't forget to subscribe. It's nothing for you but crucial and essential for me. Thank you so much and let's go. When El Mirage comes out, it's 1977. Jimmy Webb is already a legend. Even if many people don't immediately recognize his face, his songs are everywhere. They've been sung by everyone: Glenn Campbell, Frank Sinatra. Jimmy Webb is not famous because of his voice, he's famous because his pen. He's one of those songwriters whose work feels inevitable, as if the songs already existed and he simply found them. And El Mirage is different from most albums associated with his name, because here Jimmy Webb steps fully into the foreground. This is not a collection of songs written for others. This is a personal record, a private landscape. The title alone already tells you what kind of album it is. El Mirage, a place that sounds half real, half imagined, a destination you're never quite sure you can reach, and that ambiguity defines the entire record. By the late 70s, popular music is changing fast. Rock is louder, disco is dominant, songwriting is becoming either very direct or theatrical. Jimmy Webb chooses another path. He slows everything down. El Mirage doesn't chase relevance, it doesn't follow trends, it exists almost outside of the time. Listening to this album feels like stepping into someone else's inner geography. Wide spaces, long roads, memories that don't come in straight lines. Jimmy Webb has often spoken about place as an emotional force, and El Mirage feels deeply tied to landscape, not just physical, but psychological. Desert, distance, silence. This is an album about space, the kind that exists between people, between words, between moments in life. Musically, El Mirage is subtle to the point of fragility. The arrangements are soft, carefully measured, nothing pushes, nothing insists. Piano, gentle orchestration, restrained rhythm, everything serves the song, never the ego. And Jimmy Webb's voice is central to that honesty. He is not a technical perfect singer, and that's exactly the point. His voice carries vulnerability, hesitation, weirdness. It sounds like someone thinking out loud rather than performing. That choice makes the album feel intimate, almost unguarded. There's a sense throughout El Mirage that these songs were not meant to impress. They were meant to be understood. Lyrically, this is one of Webb's most introspective works. The themes are familiar: love, loss, distance, longing. But the way he approaches them is anything but simple. He doesn't explain emotions, he circles them. The words often feel like fragments of conversations, memories I've remembered, feeling that never fully resolved. And that's what makes this album feel so human. Life doesn't come with clean conclusion, neither does El Mirage. There's also quiet sadness running through the records, not dramatic, not desperate, but reflective. This is the sadness of someone who has lived, observed, and accepted that not everything aligns the way we hope it will. But there is no bitterness here, only awareness. Jimmy Webb has said in interviews that El Mirage was one of the albums where he allowed himself to be fully present, without hiding behind other voices. That honesty is audible. These songs don't feel written by an audience, they feel written despite one. Listening to El Mirage requires a certain. This is not an album for distraction. It doesn't work for arrangements, it doesn't reveal itself immediately. It asks for patience. But if you give it time, it gives something rare in return: companionship. This is the kind of record that doesn't demand attention, it keeps you company while you think. There's something cinematic about El Mirage, but not in a dramatic sense. More like a long shot held just a little longer than expected. A road disappearing into heat, a voice speaking softly, so you lean it. The album feels deeply American, but not patriotic. It's tied to geography, but not to ideology. It's about movement without arrival, about searching without certainty. And maybe that's why El Mirage never became a mainstream classic. It resists categorization. It's not pop, it's not rock, it's not songwriter in a conventional sense. It's closer to a diary set to music. Listening to it today feels almost radical in its calmness. In a word, obsessed with immediacy, El Mirage takes its time. It trusts silence and it trusts nuance. And that trust makes it age beautifully. This album doesn't belong to 1977. It belongs to moments of stillness, whenever those happen to occur. El Mirage is not an album for changes in your life instantly. It doesn't redefine music history. It does something quieter and perhaps more lasting. It stays. It waits until you're ready to hear it. And when you are, it feels like it was written just for that moment. This is Behind the Record, and this was El Mirage by Jimmy Webb. Thank you. Ciao.